Why do we rely on our current emotions when making quick decisions? What is the effect heuristic? Heuristics are mental shortcuts we use to make problem solving and decision making easier. One type of heuristic is the effect heuristic, which specifically refers to how we can rely on our emotions when making decisions, which allows us to reach a conclusion quickly and without much effortful thought. Why it happens? The effect heuristic can be explained by dual process theory, which states that we have two distinct cognitive systems for decision making, one that is automatic and one that is effortful. The effect heuristic is a product of the automatic system, as it arises from our affective state. Our emotions can also alter our perception of the risks and benefits of a certain outcome, which is another factor that leads to this heuristic. Example 1: Fear appeals. Public health campaigns have used the effect heuristic to deter people from engaging in unhealthy behavior by sharing scary or disturbing information. Anti-smoking campaigns, for example, lead to information about the consequences of smoking and pictures of diseased gums and lungs being added to cigarette packages in Canada. A survey found that the more negative emotions people felt in response to these warning labels, the more likely they were to cut back on their smoking or even quit altogether. Example 2: Interpreting statistics. Statistics presenting the probability of a certain event occurring have the ability to elicit emotional responses from us. These responses can be manipulated by the way the information is framed. For example, clinicians in a study were less willing to discharge a psychiatric patient when told that 20 out of every 100 individuals like him committed a violent act in the 6 months after being discharged than were clinicians who were told that 20% of patients like him acted violently in that same time frame. This is because the relative frequency, or percentage, brought to mind the image of an individual who had low odds of behaving violently, while the equivalent frequency, 20 out of 100, brought to mind the image of several people committing violent acts. The latter elicited more negative effect in the clinicians, thereby making them less willing to discharge the patient. How to avoid it? Knowledge of the effect heuristic can remind us to take our time making important decisions, so that we can come to a conclusion through logic and reason, instead of making an immediate choice based on our emotions.